Good early evening. It is a Tuesday, and here we are for another installment of 10 Minutes of Terror. Insert title card. Do we have theme music? Should I dance? I don't know. Okay. Anyway, this is where we will talk a little bit about films we cannot show on the big screen when we do our streaming. Why? Because we mind the depths of public domain. You may think this is because otherwise we have to pay for the films. You're right. But there are many good films that Baron von Terror would love to guide you through, because terror can be very fun and enjoyable on many levels inside your mind and body. But of course, without the proper guide, you could just be scared and hiding in a corner, and you would miss all of the good terror. So that's why I help unpack the movies. But we're going to show a film this coming Thursday called The Beach Girls and the Monster. Now let me be clear, because I'm from Terravania, beach is spelled B-E-A-C-H, beach girls, as you Americans say, beach girls. Okay, I don't want there to be mistaken of what the title is, all right? We try to keep it somewhat family friendly. But it made me think, there are other good summer fun time movies that inspire terror. And so, I will now do the interrupts for films that we could not show, and you have to guess what movie I am interrupting. The theme, of course, as I said again, is summer fun. As summer comes to a close and we show Beach Girls and the Monster, this is a very, very enjoyable, big-time blockbuster from a summer not too long ago, but longer ago than you think. If you look up the year, you'll feel a little old. Okay, here we go. Summer blockbuster. Here we go. Interrupts. Whoa! Why did these people choose this job for a living, knowing the terror that they'd have to face regularly? To me, the fact that they're making a movie about it says maybe this is the wrong job for these couple. But you know what? I'm glad they are there for the people who need them the most. Because if you ask me, that if I went home and I was like, uh-oh, ghosts are trying to attack me, not just haunt me, but attack me, I would be very upset. Mostly they just like to haunt. They don't attack in Terravania. They're very friendly. But also, this is what I wonder. Why would you have a whole room full of things that were possessed and creepy, and just be like, we'll keep it all here? That to me is like, what if you took like Ghostbusters and you took the ghosts and instead of putting them inside the containment unit, you just put them on shelves? No, it's not wise. And finally, the thing I wonder, the title of the film. I mean, at the end of the day, it's about them trying to contain the evil spirits. So why do they call this one The Conjuring? Based on a true story. All right, The Conjuring, or as you know it, pre-Annabelle. Okay, number 2. This one is another summer movie from even further ago. Okay, can you guess the terror that I describe? Kids, you're not doing this right, okay? Just tell someone. All you have to do is tell someone what just happened, and then really there'll be no more movie. It would actually be like, oh, okay, everything was done right. But no, because you are all like, oh, let's not ruin our lives, even though we just ruined this life by ending it. Oh, let's hide it. I'm going to guess that what we are seeing now, though, in the present, will soon be the past based on the title, and the present will be when the person says, hey, I'm aware of what's going on in the past, which is now our present, but will soon be our past. Okay, but I am very concerned because also this person looks like the Gorton's fishermen. Did they kill fish sticks? Oh, I hope not. I like fish sticks. Anyway, I guess we have to get to the next summer if we're going to find out. I know what you did last summer. I know what you did last summer. Yes, it came out. You may recall it. It has Jennifer Love Hewitt and Brian Felipe and Freddie Prinze Jr. and Sarah Michelle Gellar. And you may be thinking to yourself, I know who all those people are. And none of them make movies anymore. You're right. Okay, if you've seen that film, something I like to point out is it's at the time of Scream. It's one of those Scream knockoffs. And they always have twist endings. And the twist, when you find out who the killer is, and I know what you did last summer, it's my favorite twist ever. And if you go, if I'm in the chat right now on Twitch as this is streaming and you want to message me, I'll spoil it and tell you why. But you have to, I won't spoil it for everybody. I'll just say, when I saw it, I was like, huh, cool. Okay, final one. Again, the theme, summer fun, having a blast. Summer fun. This one's the last. It's not Grease. Don't guess Grease. Oh dear, so much blood upon your face. And why? Just so you can mess with the oldest kid from Home Improvement? He had it coming. But now you find yourself taken to a faraway place. And trouble will surely follow you. Because here physics that you know are no longer valid. Sure, you are going through all the abandoned buildings with your car. You thought, I could do this forever, I am untouchable. But now you will be touchable. And now the physics that you know no longer will help you win the road races. So you'd better make some family. You'd better team up with Bow Wow and get ready for the terror that is Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. It's the third one, but it takes place after the sixth one. You watch them and it all makes sense when you see it. You could skip 4 and 2. All right, that's some summer fun for you, some summer fun terror. I hope you had a good time guessing. Did you get all of them? Good job. You could have said anything and I said, good job. If you said, like, I got none of them, I said, good job. You know, I have a toddler at home. It's called encouragement. Good job. Here, take a bite of your snack. Good job. You either did, didn't, or don't have a snack. And any way you do it, good job. Okay, now it's time for the Baron Recommends. Title card. What will the Baron recommend this week? Will it be films you have already seen? I hope not. What will he recommend? As always, I'll recommend 2 films. One for what we'll call the casual horror movie enjoyer. That's a little bit easier to take on the palate for all. And then one that we call, for those that like things a little bit harder, a little bit more R-rated, and of course, often filled with boobies. The film I am recommending for everyone is a fun little summer slasher called Final Girls. Final Girls, since we are showing Beach Girls and the monster, then I figured, well, let's find something else. But the girls in this, of course, are not at the beach. They're at the summer camp. And they are being stalked along with other guys, but they're not the final girls. Those are the guys. You can probably guess their fate. Anyway, here is the base idea. A young lady whose mother was the star of many a horror film misses her dearly departed mother and is transported into one of her mother's films. She knows all the horror tropes. Can she make it through and survive and be one of the final girls? While reuniting with her mother, who is actually a character and not her mother. It's a good movie. You should see it. It's good. You'll like it. It has Aliyah Shawkat from the Arrested Development, you know, and it's got a decent little cast. It's a lot of people that you'll go, oh, it's them. Yeah. And I highly recommend it. It's a fun play on the tropes of the slasher genre. It's also rated PG-13, so for those of you who are like, oh, a slasher film, it's a PG-13 slasher film, which means it's more of like a instead of the cuts, you get cutaways, I guess. A little less blood. All right, so there you go. Everyone go watch that. And for those who like yours a little more twisted, for those who can go into the depths of horror a little further and take things that are not normally seen on big screens, I'm recommending to me a very personal, beloved film by a friend of Central Cinema. I am recommending Blood Diner. Blood Diner has lots of great music in it, just like the Beach Girls and the Monster we are showing, and you would love all of the great, wonderful music on that movie, but it's not about the music. It's about two gentlemen who run a vegetarian restaurant, and their eventual goals to throw the concert of the century. Let me expand. Two brothers who are running a vegetarian restaurant that is a front for actual cannibalistic restaurant. The meat, the tofurkey they serve is not tofurkey, but it's people furkey. Then that way they're going to raise the goddess who will then, of course, destroy the world. That's their eventual goal. It's crazy. It is absolutely nutty as hell. And the woman who directed it is a dear friend of Central Cinema. We love her, Jackie Kong. Big shout out. She's been here. She's a delight of a human being. And her movie is one of the most twisted, sick things you could ever see. You'll love it if you love that style. Mom in Terravania, the right mood, you could get through it, but we'll see. Also, there's a puppet. There's a crazy puppet in it. Why? Because Jackie Kong thought that character would be fun as a puppet. So there you go. There's a puppet in Beach Girls and the Monster as well. That scene, I've only seen clips of it, and I'm looking forward to seeing the whole thing with you this Thursday. We're doing it live this Thursday again, by the way. We'll be live on this stage, and we'll be streaming it to you. So there you have it. 10 minutes of terror and fun. Oh, yes, that's right. We said we would answer the questions. So now we'll do the questions part. If you have any questions, of course, there's a form you can submit, and I will answer your questions. So now, questions for the Baron. It is time to answer the questions submitted. Today we have 2 questions submitted by our couple. Okay, well, unless you'd rather go by the first name and have the second just be an initial, in which case RC. First of all, congrats on the spawn. Thank you. Baby Von Terror is doing well. Toddler Von Terror, and they get along very good. It's nice. Do you have any plans to show Manos, the hands of fate, I assume is what you're talking about, and not just the word Manos on the screen? Yes, actually, we do have plans to show Manos. Our aim for that one is October 1st, because it is in the public domain. So we will be showing that one. And of course, my recommendations that week are going to be based on twisted family tales or twisted family trips, kind of in that ballpark. So some good recs that week too. But yes, Manos Hands of Fate, the Hands of Fate is on the docket, or as we call it in Terravania, the docket. Okay, Second question, same person. Do you have to avoid the delicious popcorn at Central Cinema for your own safety? Okay, the answer is yes, but not like you think. Let me explain. A lot of people are like, are you a vampire? Are you the undead? Like, what exactly are you? And let me just say, like, column A, column B, some call them C and D and E. Like, there's a lot that goes into what makes me a Terravanian and the Baron. I can turn into a bat, but only when nobody is looking. And if anybody looks, I unturn from a bat and return to exactly where I was standing before. It's complex, right? Now, of course, the garlic thing, that goes with the vampire thing. And as I say, like, it's not exactly vampire, but I can do garlic. I can enjoy garlic. I like garlic very much. But I cannot do the popcorn. And here is why. The little kernels will get stuck in the teeth, and that is deadly. For Terravanian, that you cannot have anything stuck in your teeth at the time of day that you were born, or else your teeth will disappear and your entire head will explode. So whenever time of day you were born, and it travels throughout like time zones. So for example, if you were born, let's say at 12:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, but then you go to New York City and have something in your teeth at 12:30 p.m. New York City time, you're fine. But at 3:30 New York City time, you're dead, or undead, or re-undead, or head explode. It's the head explode part is the important part there. And let me tell you, you don't recover from that. I don't care what sort of creature of the night you are, or of the afternoon if it's 3:30. So there you go. That's it. We avoid the popcorn and spinach. Okay, now you have your answers. If you would like to submit the question to the Baron, you may do so on the form, and I will answer your questions. If you have any movies you would like us to see the interrupts for or recommends, then by all means send them my way. Don't forget to like and subscribe on the YouTube or the Twitch, however you want to watch this, and we will come again soon to your devices. However you watch these, we will stream while you scream.